Confident. That's me. Ambitious. Self-motivated. Humorous. Many friends. Listless. Unconcerned. Easily agitated. Didn't talk much to friends anymore. Myself, I was a family man who loved to go see his son play football, who watched his daughter compete in cheerleading contests, spent a lot of time with his wife that made her happy. Everything was good. Then one day, my wife came home and she noticed I couldn't turn over. She asked me to turn over so I could take my medicine. The medicine that I had stopped taking. She knew something was wrong. She dialed 911. The help came in the form of paramedics. They came to pick me up, went to the hospital. Now I don't remember a lot of things, but it's one thing I do know, that I did have my sense of smell, because the room permeated that smell of alcohol. I had my sense of touch, because it was very cold in that room, and I needed a blanket. I did have my sense of hearing, because I distinctly remember the doctor coming in after the test saying, "Mr. Matthews, I hate to tell you this, but we have bad news. You have a brain tumor, and it needs to come out right away." I was like, wow, a brain tumor? 4 days later, they removed that tumor. It was the size of a grapefruit, 13 centimeters. So big, the doctor said, "It's amazing you're still here." After the operation, it was time to go to therapy. Now, at that time, until I had the surgery, I thought I was fine. But I found out that my family didn't like me very much. Especially my daughter. She thought I was crazy. My wife and I did therapy orientation. We called our daughter with great excitement because now her dad is about to get help. We put her on speakerphone. She didn't know it. We called her up and said, "Devin, guess what? We just left therapy orientation. Your dad is going to be fine." She didn't know she was on speakerphone. She said, "Mommy, did you tell him Daddy was crazy?" Well, during that time, I didn't know this at the time, my daughter was signed up for debutante. Now, she had to be a debutante because my wife was a debutante. My wife just said, "You got to do this." Now, my daughter did not want to be a debutante, but she just went through it because my wife was a debutante. She had an idea, my wife had an idea. She went through the process, and of course, I was able to attend because I was going through my therapy. I was getting better. I went from a cane to dancing with my daughter. And it was great. She looked so lovely that night. I said, "Look at my baby girl. She's a princess." Everything was good. My son was an escort. That was good. My wife was dressed, looking very good and luscious. Our family was good. Now, after the cotillion, they had to write an essay. Now, with this essay writing, out of 21 girls, who wrote the best essay was going to win a scholarship. And the essay was about, what was your biggest reward for being a debutante? And I will let you, in her own words, read the letter she wrote. "I never wanted to be a debutante," and she was right. "Most of the girls seemed glamorous to me and way out of my league. For my idea of a cotillion ball was fancy girls with rich parents getting their fancies shown off in society. I have gone through drama with my mother, my father, and the entire cotillion process. However, as I grow closer to the end, I realize its true rewards. For instance, my older brother and I don't live together. We're about 10 months apart. Throughout high school, I hardly got to see him often. However, when he became my escort, I began to see him about twice a week. In addition, my father and I developed a closer bond. He recently had a brain tumor. About a few months ago, the tumor went undetected for about 2 years, growing on his frontal lobe, which greatly altered his personality. This crippled our relationship heavily, and it led me not even want to be within his presence. Now we're dancing together. Not only are we dancing together, but we're bonding, having fun in the process. So in a way, the cotillion is aided in healing my family. It's allowed me to create special bonds and memories with my family that I carry along throughout life. Being a debutante is helping to mend my family, and that is the most rewarding. We got a call from the judges. They said that letter brought us to tears. They said, on top of it, your daughter won. It was like, she won? It's like, yes. So I had to think about this. 16 months ago, my tumor was removed. My daughter is in college. My wife is happy again. I'm confident again. I'm ambitious again. And I had to think about this. My greatest reward is that my family is back together. Mr. Toastmaster.